All of England here today, and the 0.9.12 update has dropped, which includes the snowflake event as well as many other things, including these new ranked sprints. So currently I'm looking on the actual rank page at the moment. I'll go into the actual game shortly, but you can see there is now a completely different layout to what it used to be before. So before, it looked pretty sort of uniform to how the other sort of things were, so your user levels looked, but now it has been entirely overhauled. So currently there are 3 actual sprints, so you've got the Bronze League, the Silver League, and the Gold League. So you need to progress through from the Bronze, then you have to go to the end to actually qualify to get to the next league, and then at that point that's where you sort of carry on until you really finish, where you can actually start getting the rewards, which we can look over here actually. So Bronze League you can see here, so yep, Steel, so for 3 victories you get 100, for 6 you get another 100, and 8 you get another 100, where you also get some of the actual bronze camos, so that's really quite good. So I mean, you'll get that through actually winning in these leagues. And then the same with Silver, it's just an increased amount. I mean, I do believe you were actually meant to get other rewards as well, including coal and doubloons, so I'm assuming those will come. Ah, right there. There we go. Okay, cool. So those will come in effect, and then Gold League, it just sort of increased even more. And oh, right, okay, so the last ones are actually just purely doubloons, which is pretty good. But yeah, so this is pretty much the actual layout here, so it actually goes to the ranks again. So you start off at rank 7, and you have to actually work through the ranks. There should really be a thing that's saying which ones are irrevocable. I believe that's probably where these dashes are here. Yeah, okay, I think it's probably where the dashes are, so that's fair enough then. And then just real quickly as well, they've got a quick sort of thing of rules here. So, yep, this season is played in the 7 versus 7 format, and then it just says which sort of leagues you're allowed to play in. So, Bronze, you can only play a tier 8, Silver, tiers 9 and 10, and Gold, tier 10. And then it's just a sort of quick overview here. So, I mean, all this you'll sort of be able to read when you're actually in game. So sprint, I mean, so it's basically going to be shorter top periods of time for each one of these sprints, rather than a very, very long ranked season, which is how it used to work before. And qualification is a special rank, so this is what I was saying, when you're going from league to league, so from Bronze to Silver, you're going to need to actually win some battles before you can actually get there. So that's what it's just saying here. And then the leagues here, so yeah, ranked battles are divided into leagues. Yep, again, so this is all really being covered. And then the rewards as well, so I've already just sort of really looked over the rewards, and plus in a previous video gone over them. But as well as that, you get a Jolly Roger achievement, which is awarded once per season for reaching rank 1 in the corresponding leagues. So that's pretty good. And that's just sort of like the skull and crossbones. As I say, I mean, this has already been covered in a devlog video before, but I mean, just quickly going over this before going into the game. So without further ado, I'll see you in battle. Right, so here we are in the actual battle. So I'm actually taking the Roma, as this is a ship I've had for a pretty long time now, a few years in fact, but I don't really play it very often at all. I have played a few of the actual ranked seasons before, but apart from that I've not really played it much in actual random battles, so it'd be just quite nice to really take this out again and see how it fares in battle. Now you can currently see there's quite a few battleships. I mean, when I was actually going into the queue you could see there's like 100, so there's not really much variation here, but I did see, obviously, well, yeah, you can see there's carriers here and there's a couple of destroyers, but it looks like people are primarily playing in the battleship. So I think maybe trying some of the other classes will also be pretty interesting too. Now, yeah, this seems to be similar to some of these sprints, I guess, just there's actually more people. So it's got more of a sort of full ranked feel to it, but the actual amount of, but with, instead it's in a ranked, ranked sprint format. Because I think it was the actual rank battles were like 7 versus 7s, 8s versus 8s, so that's quite interesting. We are currently going for this North Carolina. The other thing to note as well, I've seen one thing that was, I guess, apparent in the previous versions of ranked was that there were quite a few of these sort of buffs, I guess. It was like a. Who's that going for? Is that going for me or the Vladdy? I think it's probably aimed for me, maybe? No, it's going for the. I don't know. Oh, yeah, maybe it was for me. Yeah, it was. Okay. But the actual upgrades, that's not actually here this time, so that's quite interesting. So whether that's going to be something they may implement in future versions of it, when it's no longer sort of a testing, we'll have to see. But for now, we can't actually see any sort of upgrades, so it is purely just, really, I guess, like a random battle, but with just 4 less players, really, in fact, and you actually get a few more rewards. I mean, we'll have to see really how much XP I get from this, but that's something we'll see at the end of the game. I mean, now we've actually got this point, it's probably going to be a fact of defending it as best as we can, and then seeing if we can try and get the actual A point. I've got some planes coming over. What are we actually going against? Anyway, we're going against the passport, and we've got this Graf Zeppelin. That's pretty unfortunate. So they do have the advantage in terms of the carrier, but I mean, as long as we play pretty well, then we should be okay. I'm just a little bit wary of that Öland there, but we do have our Cossack and Asasio going over to A. So hopefully, if they can both go over to A, they may be able to outnumber the Kagera and get the cap, at least temporarily anyway. But we'll just have to see what we can do. Now, the one thing with this ship is it doesn't really have the best of ranges. I mean, there is a spotter plane for an additional 20%. You know what, I may actually start using that because I've not got shots on anyone, so this will be pretty useful for going here. Let's go for this. I think this guy has actually got that. Yeah, he has. He's got the new Christmas camo. Yeah, that's one thing I've got to take into account as well, is the Italian battleships, or at least the Roma, has got incredibly high shell velocity, so it's a lot faster to hit its targets. Now we're going to go for this Bismarck here. I mean, trying to work out, is he increasing? Because I can see the smokestacks are going. I'm gonna take a risk and aim just there and hope for the best. Taken a couple of shots here, so we've lost about 10k, but that's fine. Okay. Hey, there we go. That is about 13k damage there, so I'm pretty happy with that. And let's slow down a bit to turn into these shots. Thankfully, the North Carolina's actually overshot me, and hello there, I see the Parsifal. If anyone's got a shot on that, please go for it. Okay, looks like he's reversing. I mean, with the actual shell velocity, let's just hope he doesn't manage to get much speed before those actually reach their target. Ooh, someone just got a pretty big hit on the Bismarck as well. And, only nine hits, but I should be now safe from any of the enemy ships, and now I can actually just really go for this guy. The only thing is the Erland's probably going to be coming in, so I'm going to try and get around this island. But yeah, I'm no longer spotted, so he's not within 11 kilometers, so that's fine. We chuck a few shots over there and then start going forward to get A. Okay, right, looks pretty good. Oh, actually, maybe not a good idea to turn into these. Come on, slow down. Okay, that's pretty good. We've got the Irian, and now we can probably start pushing into the A cap. I did get another 7k onto the Parsifal, but I mean, my spotter did just run out then, so it's going to be a fact of now, I guess, run in and see what we can do. So, I mean, the Roma, you've got to really treat it a bit like a cruiser, because the Citadel is pretty easy to hit. It's not got the most amount of HP. Okay, they're not coming for us, that's good. I mean, then it also has some pretty low detectability as well, so I mean, that's why I'd say that. But the actual guns, on the other hand, they are really good. Although they're quite small caliber, just the actual velocity of them is what makes them really hard hitting, especially against cruisers. You'll usually overmatch them. You have to get them either when they're pretty well angled, and then you'll actually have a good chance of getting a Citadel. Now, North Carolina is sort of heading away. I don't really want to push in too much, so I'm also going to start angling away, but see if we can get another cheeky shot onto him before re-angling. So, shell's nearly there. Oh, he's fired as well. Let's just see if we can possibly avoid these shots. I mean, he's only shot one actual. Hey, there we go, another 7k. And yeah, let's start finishing this guy off. So the Graf Zeppelin's actually going for him. Actually, he is healing up, so yeah, it's probably a good idea if I do start turning to finish him off. Hopefully I can secure the kill, maybe. Come on. There we go. Right, those shells are going in. I mean, with the amount of damage that these shells do, hey, maybe I could possibly... Oh, I know he started turning. That's fine, though. Someone else got the kill, so... thing is, as long as someone does get the kill, that's the main thing, really, in this game. It's... yeah, you get kills on that, but honestly, if... oh, okay, we need to defend... we need to defend our carrier. I've only just seen that. I'm trying to turn my guns as fast as I can, mate. Come on. Don't know if those are going to hit. Come on, good dispersion, please. Okay, and turn around should hopefully have one final shot on him. Come on. There we go, got him. Okay, so our CV's safe, just about. That was a little bit too close for comfort. No worries, man. Can I actually compliment that guy? Yeah, I'll compliment. Right, now the next things to go are going to be these battleships. I mean, this game looks actually pretty much won, I think. We've not lost a single ship there. I mean, it's pretty close to that Graf Zeppelin there, but even so... Yeah, well, I think we're going to have this. So we've actually got we've got two ships really pushing in there. So the Vardy and the Cossack, and then the Massachusetts is bringing up some support from the rear. Oh yeah, we've nearly knocked out. There we go. Perfect. That's really good. So that's a good job from our Sashio there. Wow, I didn't even notice him there. He snuck behind the entire enemy lines there. That's pretty good. So good job to him. And okay, this guy's just coming into our range. I'm probably going to get my spotter up in 12 seconds. But I mean, honestly, with the speed we're winning at the moment, yeah, we're not really going to be playing for too much longer anyway, because we're about to win. So very, very nice game, I'd say. Right, spotter is now active. Let's see if we can actually get shots onto this North Carolina. Now, if Vladdy gets some shots off first, then, I don't know, there's probably a good chance that I won't get any hits here, but he's not, so maybe... Ooh, that was a good shot. Nice. North Carolina just from the side, and then the Vladdy will finish him off. Perfect. And 9 seconds, can I get another shot off at this North Carolina? I think I can, unless someone does that to them. Hey, you never know. Maybe if no one else shoots, I could potentially steal the kill. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, perfect, nice. Brilliant, that was a really good game there. Okay, maybe it's the good luck of the Roma. And okay, so there's the actual UI. So we've now progressed to the next rank, so in our rank 6. And we just need to get another 2 wins and we should get some steel. As for the credits, it looks like it's a pretty similar amount to what you'd actually get in a random battle, to be fair. So we do have the Zulu active, so an extra 50k, and that has actually covered the sort of resupply there, so that's quite nice. And in total, so we've made about 300,000 profit in credits, and even if we didn't have premium, we'd still get 188k, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, and yeah, that's pretty perfect. Okay, so that is really, I guess, my first game in ranked battles, and just my sort of quick overview of it. It looks like it's pretty good and just generally an improved version of ranked battles, so I'm looking forward to when this really gets fully released as, I guess, a consistent game mode just like random battles is. So hopefully we'll just find a little bit more actual team play and cooperation with teams, but I mean, hey, we'll have to see with that. But that's pretty much it from me, so thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, and if you've not subscribed already, then make sure to subscribe if you want to see more in future. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.